Hi, welcome to Everyday Cooking with Ann, also known as Ann's Kitchen Creations now. I've moved and I'm starting up my channel again, so I hope you'll join me for the next few months for some new recipes that I'd love to share with you. It is fall and it's pumpkin season, which is my favorite cooking season. I'll do anything I can to have a pumpkin in anything that I make. So today we're going to be making pumpkin bars. And for that, let me just show you real quick, because I didn't bring this over with me. We've got a can of pumpkin, we've got flour, salt, baking powder, baking soda, and cinnamon that go in the dry ingredients. Then we have pumpkin and oil and sugar, and to go into our other ingredients that we're going to put into my mixer in just a moment. You're going to need a nice big pan like this, either a 15 by 10 or a 16 by 8, whatever you have on hand. And let's get started, and then of course in a few minutes we'll be making our powdered sugar, cream cheese, and butter to make our frosting that'll go on these pumpkin bars. Okay, so to get started, we're going to put a half a teaspoon of salt in our flour mixture, which is 2.5 cups of flour. We have 2 teaspoons of baking soda. We're going to be adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. There we go. Also 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is what is going to make these pumpkin bars really delicious. Mix these together in your dry ingredients. And now we're going to go over to the mixer and we're going to put the eggs and sugar and oil, which is the other ingredients, along with our pumpkin to get it ready before we add the dry ingredients. We'll see you in a moment. Adding my 2nd teaspoon, we need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon to go in our dry ingredients. Okay, so we've got that all ready to go. This is such an easy fall dessert that everybody loves. This is why we're making it today, because I'm going to be taking it to my quilting bee, because I always bring dessert to my quilting bee because they love my desserts. So anyway, here we go. We're going to beat the eggs. As you can see, I have some actually farm fresh eggs here that my friends gave to me, so they're all ready to go and they're very fresh. We put 4 eggs in here. I'm going to beat those right now while I'm getting some other things ready. I already have, I believe it's 1 3/4 cup of sugar, which I'm going to add to the eggs. I've been beating the eggs and sugar so that they're very well incorporated. I'm going to now add a cup of oil. If you want to go healthier with this, which I usually do, you can use avocado oil, but I've just got regular cooking oil. This is the ingredient that makes these pumpkin bars extremely moist and delicious. And now I have a 15-ounce can of pumpkin. You want the whole can of pumpkin in here. Okay, we're going to incorporate this now. And I just have it on low here because now I'm going to add the dry ingredients. This comes together really quickly, so if you need a quick dessert to take to a fall party or for Halloween night to hand out to your guests, they're going to love this. And you don't want to beat this too in because you want it to be nice and fluffy, so we're just going to barely put this in for a minute here. I'm back and I'm just spraying my pan, my big jelly roll pan. You can do 15 by 10 or 18 by 6. It doesn't matter. It's going to all work out great. So that's nice. So look how really nice and fluffy my batter is. It's beautiful. So I'm going to pour all of this into the pan. Your family's gonna love these pumpkin bars if you're a pumpkin freak like me. This is easier than pumpkin pie and just as good, especially with the cream cheese frosting we're gonna be making. Spread this out to the corners. And I also love taking these pumpkin bars to my neighbors. They're kind of getting used to the fact that I'm going to share with them. And there's also some people I know that need a visit. Some older ladies who live alone that are going to need a little treat and a visit, and these will be perfect for that too. Okay. I'm now going to put this into my 350 degree oven, and it's going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes. Now we're going to make our cream cheese frosting that will go on top of our pumpkin bars. So we're going to put half a cup of butter. This is softened butter. You can use unsalted or salted, whichever you prefer. This is unsalted. I also have one 8-ounce package of cream cheese, which has been softened. And I'm going to go ahead and put my beater on here and beat this until it's nice and fluffy. It may take 2 to 4 minutes for this to happen. So I'm going to get this going. Welcome back. Our pumpkin cake has cooled. It looks beautiful. It fit in the pan perfectly. You can feed up to 20 people a really nice sized pumpkin bar from this. Our frosting's been sitting here waiting for us, so I'm going to put this all out on here. You can see this is a lot of frosting for one cake, for a 1-layer cake. But you know what? Half pumpkin, half frosting is not a bad idea. If you're frosting, I know my husband, he wants me to save some for him because he likes this frosting on his graham crackers whenever he can get it. But it's all going on the cake today for my friends. You can see you really do need all that frosting to go all the way to the edge. You know what? And what you can do too, if you like chopped pecans or something like that, or if you like nuts on your cake, you can put that on top. That would be delicious, but I'm not going to worry about that because there are people that are allergic to nuts or don't like nuts. If it was just for me, I would be putting nuts on everything. Okay, I'm going to cut a piece in just a second so you can see how it looks. Okay, I'm going to cut just a little section out of here. So you can see it. Delicious.